And we're back to learning Photoshop in the year day 60. Let me show you how I can clip images to a group and a simple effect where this is used. I'll import an image first and I size this up to have it as big as my canvas. I'll also reposition that a little bit. Let me rename it. I double click here. It's our image. For now, I'll make it invisible. Now I activate the rectangle tool right here. Let me hold Shift, and I want to have rounded corners, so I use the properties of this rectangle. If you can't find them, go to Window, click on Properties. Let me check a good size. Maybe I can even try 50. Yeah, let's go with 50. I put it right here, and then I use the arrow keys to reposition it a little bit away from the borders right here of our canvas. That's a good starting point. I can copy this easily pressing Ctrl J, and then I drag a copy out of there holding Shift, and then I reposition it with the arrow key slightly. And I just repeat that a couple of times. And you can see the smart guides, they indicate where we have the correct distance of like 5 pixels. Now I want to select all rectangles. I can do that in the layers menu. I'm on the first one, the rectangle on top, copy 4. Then I hold Shift and I click on rectangle 1, the last one. And now everything in between and these two are selected. I can press Ctrl T now and resize the entire group. I press Enter and I use the arrow keys a little bit to the left, up to here maybe. Also bring it further to the top. That's a good point to start. You can see in the layers menu, these rectangles, the 5, are still active. And if I now press Ctrl J, I will have copied the entire group. So I will have 10 all of a sudden, and I can drag them down here. Once again, I hold Shift while I drag them down. I copy them again, Ctrl J. And now we've got our canvas filled with rectangles. I go to the first one again, then to the last, hold Shift, left click. All are now selected and I can reposition the entire group. So 15 rectangles now. If you want to group it, you can also press Ctrl G, or you go to this folder icon down here. Just left click on it and this is now group 1. It contains all 15 rectangles. And now I bring the image back, I put it on top of our rectangle group, and I can now simply clip this. Right click, create clipping mask, and it's now clipped to our rectangle group. So all 15 rectangles at once. And this is the easy trick that you can use. So just create a group of all the elements that you want to clip your image to, and then you can do that. Let me reposition that. To do it, we'll release the clip first. I go down with the opacity. I have to move to active and I drag it a little bit down because I want the eyes in center. And I have to resize it, so I press Ctrl T. I'll make it a bit bigger to the right hand side, press Enter, bring back the opacity, right click, create clipping mask. If you want to change the background color, it's determined by layer 0 here. Let me make that black and I use the paint bucket tool. Just left click on it, and there you go, we now have a black background. And this is how you can clip an image to a group. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.